Hello, this is a vlog, obviously. I did this without the headphones a minute ago, but apparently the microphone on my laptop is completely unable to record sound. And yes, every single attempt I made at this has started out as awkwardly with a terrible introduction. So I'm going to move to my list of things that I wrote down to talk about. Focus. Thank you. And, okay, the first thing, Pottermore. Um, so everybody that's wanted to get into Pottermore has been freaking out because, magical quill. And so we wanted to get in. People have stayed up because they didn't know when the next one was coming on. Anyway, I finally got in yesterday. But I've noticed that people that have gotten in were all suddenly worried about if we get into the right house. Because, everybody that's a big enough fan of Harry Potter has decided that they're in one house or the other because, they're in that house. That's their personality. That's how they feel about themselves. But, the only thing we've had to validate that is online quizzes. And so if you take an online quiz and it agrees with you, you're like, yeah, this agrees with me. I'm right about myself. But if it doesn't agree with you, you can just say, oh, well, that's just a stupid online quiz. That's the questions are superficial. It's like, what's your favorite color? Red, green, blue, yellow? They're just super filler. They don't, super filler? Super filler. Superficial. And they don't delve into my personality at all. So, why would I believe this? I'm still in enter house name. And so, but if you get sorted into a house you don't want on Pottermore, that's the sorting hat. This is the big kahuna of sorting quizzes. It is. You are in that house. If you get sorted into Hufflepuff and you wanted to be in Slytherin, well, tough game. You are now a Hufflepuff. You're going to have to rethink your entire life because suddenly you're a Hufflepuff. But nobody wants to be. Well, I know some people that want to be a Hufflepuff, but in general, the Hufflepuffs are just the punching bag of the houses, and nobody wants to be in Hufflepuff. Okay, so my username, the two choices that I felt were, the most prominent were Sky Airsid 113, which I thought was a nice enough name, and Spell Unicorn 199, which was too ridiculous to pass up, and so that's what I chose. Spell Unicorn 199. There's just like a really dramatic sounding unicorn. My hair is getting on my nerves completely. Oh my gosh, it's got in the microphone. I bet that's terrible noises. Anyway. Oh my gosh. Why? Oh, sorry. Anyway. Spell Unicorn 199 is just a ridiculous name, so I chose it. I'm sure there's probably someone out there that has Spell Unicorn like 198 and they like it, but I thought it was hilarious. And so, yeah, oh, speaking of that, I saw this in my third attempt at making a vlog. A uni that's on my headboard, a uni eraser that my friend Elizabeth bought me in ninth grade. Why is it on my dresser? Not a dresser, this is a headboard. Furniture confusion. Anyway, speaking of games that you don't really admit to people you played when you were a kid, or perhaps still play now, not that I'm admitting anything, Toontown. I don't still play Toontown. I still play Neopets. Here I am admitting it, but anyway. Toontown. Not Who Framed Roger Rabbit Toontown. That's a little more sinister with the crazy guy. But Disney Toontown. And not only did you have to choose preset names, you had to talk to each other with preset sentences. Like you had to go to a menu and choose hello or let's go fight some cogs. Things like that. What if you had to do that in Pottermore? I read the Harry Potter books. As have I. I greatly enjoyed them. So did I. And Hufflepuffs are very good finders. I don't find that surprising at all. What the hell is a Hufflepuff? You can't just go to Pigfots. It's on Mars. My father will hear about this. Anyway, 90s TV. Hey, I didn't have to look at my list this time. I've looked at my list the past 5 times I've done this. Now I'm looking at my list. 90s TV. So, we've all been on Facebook for ages talking about 90s TV and how great it was, how the cartoons were so much better than anything anyone's seen today, which the cartoons today are admittedly pretty weird. They're pretty weird, but We even like the normal TV shows better, and all that was indeed all that. But we've been talking about how we loved it and we miss it. And now they've started playing it again. And like that first day, everybody was like, "Oh, hey, they're playing 90s TV on the TV." And everybody was like, "Oh, that's cool." And a few people watched it, but now I don't know anyone that's watching it. We spent years lamenting its absence, and now we don't even care. I guess that's our generation. We complain about stuff, but really, we have no initiative to actually do anything about it. And I'm sure someone watching this has been watching the 90s TV. But I am pulling my conclusions from the information that I have, which is that no one I know personally has been watching 90s TV at all. Speaking of Facebook, I'm sure I mentioned the word Facebook somewhere back there. Ligament compliments. One of my friends meant to put legitimate compliments on their Facebook, and instead they said, "I must be sick. I've been giving out way too many ligament compliments lately." And I thought, what if he really meant that? "Hey, baby, your ligaments are beautiful. Oh, touching your ligaments drives me wild. Your ligaments are so tight." And my personal favorite, "Your ligaments have really got it together." Anyway, that's all I had. I didn't really have very much. Um, there's a question on there that says, "Make new YouTube account for this. What should it be called?" Which it's like two sentences in one. One wasn't really a sentence. Anyway, I wrote that on there and I still haven't figured it out. I'm sure, I'll have figured it out by the time I post this, unless I put it on Tumblr and don't even bother with a username. I didn't want to use my old YouTube account. It's got too many videos of me and a friend singing on it, which I might one day give to you as a present. But probably no one but my friends is going to find this funny anyway, if even they find it amusing. So this is me not talking anymore. Oh, and to Caroline Tablet.